All right. SEO expert tips for local SEO beginners. That's going to be the main focus of today's video. We're going to answer your questions from the comments on the videos. I've picked out quite a few. My short helper was like, hey, Chris, do you think you can make more concise videos targeting questions so we can answer them? And I said, that's a great idea. Let's do that. So what I did is I went out and I think I picked 25 specific questions. They were the top ones. So if you have a question, leave it in a video that you're watching. And I'm going to do this every single week coming up. Now I think I'm going to make this part of my routine. I'm going to grab the questions from the comments, make an itemized individual video for my shorts, and I can answer your questions. You get best answers possible, and I get to help even more people. I can make shorts to help more people. It's a win-win for everybody. Now, with that out of the way, now you know why we're doing this. My name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. And I have to point out chrispalmer.org for any and all of your services. You could go to the portal or consultation. And let's not forget, I always forget about this, I am the #1 SEO mastermind. If you check out seomastermind.org, feel free. You know, whether it's free stuff, training, services, consulting, whatever it is, we have you covered. With all of that done, let's get your questions answered. My name's Chris Palmer. I can't wait to answer these questions. If you have any, before I jump off, it's a Happy New Year. I have to wish you a Happy New Year. It's another reason why I'm here. It's a brand new year coming up tonight. About to cross over into 2024. Very excited for this. I'm doubling, just so you know, myself, Chris Palmer, as a umbrella, as a company, right? Chris Palmer Marketing, LLC. Rebranded, got a new website. Went into partnership with a gentleman by the name of Alfredo. Him and I are running a proxy network. We finally got the technical side worked out, all the kinks ironed out. We'll start executing on that way more. On top of that, we're going to be doubling down on education this year. So education, masterminds, the training aspect of the business while we're building out the agency. So agency and training is this year while we're running white label service. I'm so excited. I hope this is going to be a great year for not only myself, but also you. Enough jabber, John. Let's answer these questions that we have. So, with that all being said, Happy New Year, and let's get these questions out of the way. We got a whole list of them here. I believe I have about 25 of them. So we better start, right? So let's go ahead and do that now. The very first question. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. The first question comes from Sakwibi. Thank you for your question, by the way. Hello, I have a question. I am using a .in, so that's India, I believe, domain. Can I rank internationally with just IN as an Indian internet country code? Can you rank internationally? So the answer is you may be able to. However, it's highly unlikely because often in the niches that I'm in, at least, I generally don't see a .in domain. Now, I'm primarily targeting in the United States, so I'm looking for .net, .com, .orgs, right? So if you're in India or you're in a specific country, it's always best to have a domain or a TLD that's going to target that specific country. However, is it possible? Yes. Are you putting yourself potentially at a disadvantage? Yes, you are. Target the country that you want to target with your domain, and I think you'll have a lot more success in the long run. Let's move on to the next question. So to answer that question, yes, you could, but you know, I would, if you want to target USA, go for .com, .net, .org. There's so many different endings. I couldn't name them all, to be honest with you. I'm personally looking for .com or .org, right? Those are the two that I like, but that's me, you know. It takes all kinds, right? So let's move on to the next question. Question 2. All right. So we have a question from Cody. Cody, thank you so much for your question. And Cody asks, for location pages, should you use different NAP, that's name, address, phone number details for each page? or keep your original NAP from the homepage? Great question, Cody. So when we're talking about name, address, phone number, or NAP details, all right, you have a multi-service, multi-location business. The question really comes down to, do you have more than one office and do you have more than one Google business profile? If you have more than one Google business profile, then on those location-specific pages on your website, we need to note that specific location information. Why? Because we don't want Google getting confused. We don't want Google picking a winner for us and showcasing our one business that's 40 miles away from this business. So if you have multiple Google business profiles, it will be in your best interest on those specific pages, only in those silos, on those service pages, to list out that location. List out that location if you have those individual Google business profiles. I hope this answers your question. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. So let's take care of that. That should take care of that. Yeah, if you have multiple locales, if you only have one Google business profile, right? But you're targeting multiple locations, because that goes the other way. Here, let's answer that another way now. There's two ways to answer this. So version 2. So let's answer this question. So we have another question from Cody. Cody, I want to answer this another way in order to help more people. So for location pages, should you use different NAP details for each page or keep the original NAP from the homepage? Okay. Now, the first way of doing this is if I have multiple Google business profiles, then on the pages that are relevant for that location, I want to list that address only on those pages. Now, if I only have one location on Google Business, right, and on Bing and all the other places, right, but I want to target multiple cities, should I only list that? For instance, if I only have one GBP and it's in Texas, but I'm targeting all of the United States, should I list that address? In my opinion, on the homepage, you want to list your flagship location. But when we're targeting secondary locations, it will and can be in your best interest to keep that on the homepage or keep that location and those location details specific to that locale. Because if I'm targeting other locations and I'm talking about a particular, name, address, phone number for another state, this could deter specific potential prospects, right? And we don't want that. So the best option is, hey, for the locations that contain that location or that state or that city, use it on those pages and on the homepage if that's your flagship locale. And for the other pages, just leave that information off. If they want to learn more about you, your business, where you're at, your phone number, and all those details, there's about and there's other pages like the homepage for those particular details. We don't want any co-citation or any way to mislead or misrepresent our business and our services to users or to Google. All right. So there's only one locale. Keep it on the locations that it's specific. On the other pages, I would keep it off. All right. It's up to you though at the end of the day. Hopefully that helps. All right. Let's move to the next question here. All right. Next question. The next question comes from Mike. All right. So the very next question, my name is Chris Palmer, and in today's short, I want to answer the question for Mike Peterson. Mike says, how do you make the image sharper with Image Blaster? Are you saying that you can use the same photo multiple times on a website and make it unique by changing the sharpness and condensing it and then adding a watermark to make a second unique photo? Great question. Image Blaster is one of many tools for editing and making photos unique. It's just one tool, okay? With that being said, the answer is yes. The objective, you can make an image unique in multiple ways. You can do it by changing contrast, by changing any pixel. It makes a unique image. We need to have unique images for each page. It's ideal moving into 2024 to have a unique image or two, at least one per 1,000 words on your pages. If I have to put a specific number, it's one per 1,000 words, okay? With that being said, the answer is absolutely yes. You can change contrast, you can change sharpness, you can change where you put your logo, the size of the logo, make it small, make it big, put it in the right, left, center, put it wherever you want. But yes, you can do that with Image Blaster. That's only one tool. There's many tools out in the market, and I hope this helps, Mike. All right. Great question, Mike. Thank you so much. But again, definitely, that's just one tool, brother. All right. Hopefully that helps you out. Let's move on to the next question. All right. I'll pull anyone that's here live. Thank you. Happy New Year. If you have a question, put it in the chat. I'll pull it out and I'll make this a section. I'm going to make these into shorts. Okay. So if you have a question, throw it in. I'll make this into a short. I'll make a video just for you. It'll be a short, but I'm going to answer it right now. Okay. So do that, but I want to bang these out. All right. So when I started realizing what I was going to do with these, I started taking pictures of the thing itself. But anyway. All right. Hey there, I'm Chris Palmer. Welcome to another SEO short. In today's short, what I would want to answer for 1-800-TAZI, thank you for the question, is how many should you do? 1, 25, 50, or 100? And what this is related to is a video called How to Easily Get Niche-Related Local Business Directories. Great question. It's not specifics. It's as many as you can that are relevant and potent enough for your business. It's not a specific number. We need and want as many digital references for a business as possible. Now, there's a massive difference between a citation and a directory. You need to make that distinction. But the objective is how many higher quality citations can you get for your business? As many as you possibly can that are relevant. I hope this helps you out, 1-800-TAZI. It's not a number thing. It's a quality and how many can I get? All right. Hopefully this helps. See you in the next short. All right. Next question. All right. Hello and welcome to another SEO short. In today's short, I'd love to answer for Krika679. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name. And they ask, where to purchase GSA for ranking websites? Great question. And this is reference to my tiered link building GSA search engine ranker video. So to answer this question, great question, by the way. GSA is not a tool that I own. It's not my tool. There's many tools out in the market that are great and do wonderful things. So I'm not saying that it's the only tool or the best tool or the number one tool. It's a tool that we utilize, and you can get that tool at GSA. If you search for GSA SER, I think it's gsa.de. I don't know. I don't have an affiliate link. I'm not sponsored. It's not my tool. But if you're looking for it, look up GSA SER search engine ranking tool. I think it's gsa.de. I'm not really 100% sure, but look it up on Google. It's a .de domain. Great tool. They have a plethora of different tools. It's not mine, but it is great. Hopefully you love it. So look it up and I'm sure you'll find it. Hopefully that helps you out. Have a great day. All right. Next question. Hey, Chris. All right. So we're making one of these on a secondary note. There's a few tools that we want to make that I use all the time. And I realized that Chrome extensions are easy to make, right? Well, I have a developer that makes tools for us. And he's like, those are so easy, Chris. So we want to have our own set of Chrome extensions, Chris Palmer set. Stuff that I'll use all the time. It has to work how I want it to work. But instead of utilizing other people's tools, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I want to use my own, right? And I want them to do specifically what I want. I don't need all the extra little bells and whistles that I don't use. I need it to do exactly what I need. But with that being said, my name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's SEO short, what I'd love to answer for this particular user man's SEO. Hey, Chris, they ask location changing extension name. So for now, until we have our own tool set, if you go to the Valentin app, that's valentin.app website, and scroll down the page, you will see that they have a Chrome extension available called GS Changer. This is where you can find a location changing extension until chrispalmer.org has his own. Thank you so much, and hopefully this helps you out. All right, moving on. All right. Oh, what happened to my list? Oh, it was so beautiful. Did you see the little drop down? I was loving that. All right, anyway, we'll go to the next question. All right. All right, so this is a good one. So, hello and good day. I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's SEO short, what I need to answer for this particular user is, Chris, so is this strategy allowed? And this is in reference, this short is in reference to the insane link building video that I created right here. And is it allowed? So when we're asking about is it allowed, I think two different things. You know, there's the rules law, and then there's Google's rules. So is it allowed by the rules, the real rules? Yes, of course it is. There's nothing wrong with link building or having unique strategies. Now, is this against the guidelines? It may be considered against the guidelines to do such things, right? Any manipulation of links is against the guidelines, my friend. So if I'm manipulating power or strength or link building, if you're manipulating search rankings in any way, it's against the guidelines. So you being the webmaster, it's up to you. Me as an SEO and a YouTube channel, right, that's teaching about SEO, it's my obligation to share with you many ways of winning, right? Then it's for you as a webmaster to understand the information and make a decision. So my name's Chris Palmer. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next short. Next. All right, moving on. Again, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Darren, Mr. Shaw, I don't know where we got off on the wrong step here, but hopefully we can have a nice meet and we can chat about SEO at one time. So hopefully we can do that, my friend. All right, moving on. All right, let's get here. Now, if it's a competitive thing, then I understand, right? If it's business competitive, Mr. Shaw, I completely understand. But I don't know if that's the case. And I don't even know you. So I would love to get to know you. Maybe we can have a talk one day and we could talk about SEO and how maybe our strategies don't align, but how we could help users be better SEOs. I'd love your point of view on things. Reach out. Anyway, hey there, I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's SEO short, what I'd love to answer for you, Kevin Koo400, is, hey, thanks for this YouTube short. Is it right that you said every single day you should be posting on Google Business Profiles? Great shorts, keep it up, nice and simple. 1,000%. With the ability now to automate posting and or updates, however you want to look at it, right? There is zero reason why you shouldn't be automating a process or automating a post multiple times or at least singularly every single day on your Google Business Profile. When you had the ability to view the amount of clicks and calls and impressions that the posts would generate, you'd get, say, 200, 400 impressions and it would generate one call. That's not a lot. And yes, they have very little value, but it would produce a free call. A free call. So if I can automate a process in order to generate a call, and you can do this a lot of times, like Buffer gives you accounts for free. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just saying you can generate a free phone call Take full advantage of this. Google gives you the opportunity to generate business for yourself, and they will show your posts. Like if somebody's looking for related businesses, there could be a post if it is related to the business or the type of business that they're looking for. Take advantage of this. Yes, so that's exactly what I'm getting at. Automate the process of doing your Google Business Profile posting. Yes, you should be posting every day. I actually recommend posting more than one time a day. If you're concerned about posting the same content, or it's going to cost too much money, or this or that, or whatever the excuse may be, take a look at McDonald's and see what they're doing. They post the same thing every single day, consistently, day after day, across thousands, tens of thousands of locations. So I just follow after McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this helps you out, and I'll see you in the next short. Orlando Chef, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Great to see you, actually. All right, next question. All right. Hello and great day. I'm Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's short, what I'd love to answer for Sheila Infante 3942, sorry if I butchered the name, is a question from this video here, Topical Authority. Is this a mix of service page and service area pages? Great question. So the structure of how my agency does business, or how we set businesses up for success, is we have a main service. That's our top level page. We also may have a main service that targets states and cities, and then we need to support those states, cities, and the brand. So to answer your question, yes, it's a mix of service and service area pages, for sure. Hopefully this helps you out, and I'll see you in the next short. Next question. All right. So we have a question here on the, okay. Hello and good day. I'm Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's short, I'd love to answer this question for Archard12321. They ask, if I'm a car detailing business only based in Utah, should my top level category be car detailing Utah, and then have my slugs for each city be car detailing city? Also, should I hide my car detailing Utah category? Great question. If you're a business that only operates in a specific state, then your top level page is going to be service plus state. How you put that into the slug is completely up to you. Top level page is car detailing / car detailing plus city. Okay? That's it. If you only do one state, great. If you don't have any plans to target other states, wonderful. That's fine. A lot of businesses are that way. Top level page is going to target primary keyword. In your case, it's going to be primary keyword plus state / primary keyword plus city. This way we can build depth of concept. I hope this makes sense. Very simple, very effective strategy. Hopefully this helps you out. If you have any other questions, ask in the section below. I'll see you in the next short. All right, here. Let's expand on this real quick. Hey there, I am Chris Palmer, and in today's SEO short, I want to answer a question that I received on this video right here. This question here is related to having a business only operating in one state. What the user wants to know is, if I have a business operating in only one state, I don't have any other plans on going to any other states, should it be website.com /state /city? Let's go ahead and just nail this down real quick here so I could put it into visual. I'm a visual learner, you may be too. So let's go ahead and take this example right here. So if we have this particular example here, we have chrispalmer.org /local SEO. Local SEO, if I only do business in Pennsylvania because that's where I'm at, then yes, in the slug I would put local SEO, but the content on the page would be local SEO Pennsylvania, right? Then if I only wanted to target cities in Pennsylvania because I only operate in Pennsylvania and I don't want any other irrelevant traffic coming to the website, this page right here, / here, would be local SEO Philadelphia, local SEO Allentown, local SEO I don't know, Wilkes-Barre, local SEO, who knows? There's so many different cities, but that's the exact structure that I would follow. Now, if you want to target other states or other cities, then the structure would be different, but in this instance, that's how I would do it. Hopefully this helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. That was fun. All right, moving on. All right, so that particular gentleman got a double whammy. Read my comments. Hey, for $2, I'll read your comments. No problem, brother. Let's see here. The comment that, all right, $2 Canadian. He wants to know. Let's celebrate their first. All right. So this gentleman here wants me to read his comment. No problem. Great, I will. I would love to. So the question here is, did you slow down on Red Bull? And what's the best website to paid for SER URL list? Question 3, if you can only use one backlink software for the rest of your life, which one would you pick? All right, so here's what we're going to do. Ready? Here, I'll zoom in on it. The $2 question. Are you ready? Hey there, I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In this SEO short, I'd love to answer for Nexa Fix. Did you slow down on the Red Bull? Yes, I did. However, I actually feel more energetic now that I've cut down on my caffeine intake, so that was fun. With that being said, and what is the best website to pay for an SER, that's GSA SER list? Of course, come on over to chrispalmer.org. I assure you, I have one of the best lists for the lowest cost. So high value, low cost. I guarantee it. With that being said, if I could only use one backlink software for the rest of my life, what would I pick? This is an impossible question. Impossible. If you take off the rest of my life aspect, right now, I really like GSA. I love Scrapebox. I love using RankerX. These tools have been around for ages, and I love using them. I talked to my good friend Holly Starks. She likes using XRummer. I've talked to people that like using SE Nuke. Try them all out. At the end of the day, technically, they are low-cost tools, right? You can also go onto sites such as Fiverr and buy a list, right? Or buy a service that will run the tool for you so you can see what the end result actually will be like and then make the decision for yourself. Hopefully this helps you out, and I'll see you in the next short. There you go, brother. But we use GSA every day, right? It's nonstop. We have... Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate servers. One of those servers is for traffic tools and Quora. So one of these, so we have 4 servers that just run GSA. Okay, so it's do whatever you wish, my friend. That's what we use in order to help propel our citations, our press releases, and our assets that are already out there stewing in order to make sure that they stay indexed in the search results. And we can also get a higher indexation rate into the search results. Okay, that's the objective here. So right now we are heavily invested in GSA. Been using GSA since the dawn of time. Right? I've been practicing SEO for over 13 years. Very long time, right? Over a decade. I don't even want to admit that it's 13 years. Over a decade. And I think GSA was one of the tools that I had first. Just saying, right? So with that being said, let's move on to the next question because It's the New Year's, and for the new year, I want to do something special for little Chris because little Chris's birthday is on the 2nd, right? So January 2nd is my son's birthday. So on the 1st, not only is it New Year's, but also the very next day is my son's birthday. So we just have an extravaganza. And that's what I'm doing today. But I had to make sure that I could apply value for you first before I leave, right? Business before pleasure, and we never mix them, never, never. Anyway, let's move on. The next question is, hey there, I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's short, what I'd love to answer for you, leads are king 9501. This is a question in the comments on this video here. $1,000 backlinks. When I made that thumbnail, that's what I was thinking. But anyway, how can I build on my new blog without breaking the bank, as you said in your post? Can you create a video under 5 minutes telling someone how to do so? I think I could do it in less than 30 seconds. If you do not want to break the bank, spend money, then you have to spend a more valuable resource, which is time, right? If you want to be able to have a success without spending a boatload of money, then it's going to require a lot of your time. The time is going to be invested into the content, writing pieces and articles of non-regurgitated content that hasn't been regurgitated over and over and over again or answered hundreds of thousands of times. It has to be unique. It has to be new. It has to be fresh. There has to be a reason that you would be rewarded for the content. So that's one aspect. On top of it being unique, fresh, and of use, you need to be able to produce it at a rate that's going to be rapid enough in order to find success. Why? Because even if you write a masterpiece, the probability of you ranking it is highly low, very unlikely, right? So what you'll notice is if I can produce a lot of good stuff, you will have a certain percentage that's going to rank. With that being said, on the other note, off-page SEO, there are some links out there that you can generate in order to get some digital references, in order to get some referring domains. There are links that you can build, and there is places that you could post and get feedback. You can get guest posts in exchange for your time, aka pieces of content. So if you have a lot of time and not a lot of money, you can make it work. It's going to take you a lot longer. It's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be torture. But that would be the way to do it without breaking the bank. Hopefully this helps you. Have a great day. All right. Carlos, good to see you. Happy New Year. So we have a question. How to get Google business profiles for multiple locations? Okay. So there's multiple ways. You can go to other countries and drag and drop the pins over here. Also, you can age and curate accounts from utilizing your phone, and you can set up a bunch of unverifieds and then come back later and try to verify them. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is you could scrape business listings and you can try to find businesses that drop their websites that had Google business profiles attached to them. Why? Because then I can send through an email, right, through the admin email and maybe re-verify that business that didn't exist. You can also go out on the web and you can try to verify businesses that were set up but there's no business or website attached, and you can try to take ownership. That's another way. You can also submit your videos for verification, and just if you submit enough, maybe about 10, you might get lucky and get one of them. There's a few ways to do it. All right, so hopefully that helps you out. What about duplicate pieces of content on my website that target more than location for the same service? What about them? Every single website has duplicate content. The question is there a unique enough percentage on the page that Google doesn't think that it's completely duplicate and doesn't deserve a spot in the search results? That's the question. So irrelevant. It doesn't, that doesn't matter. Also, too, are you on a new website or an old website? That makes a difference. All right, but let's keep going here. Okay. GSA has worked, okay. Hey there, I'm Chris Palmer, and in today's SEO short, I'd love to answer for Pedro 3462 related to this video here, GSA SER. The question is, GSA has worked actually to create backlinks versus Money Robot. Who's better? Great question. In my opinion, right? In my humble opinion, out of the tools, and I have them both, I own them both, right? I've used them both. Money Robot is a closed system. Essentially, it's somebody that, yes, it does a lot of other things, but at the end of the day, it has, for Web 2.0s, websites that I can create subdomains on, there's about 260 sites that have been spammed to oblivion, right? And so closed system. On the other hand, we have GSA, where again, spam to oblivion, but it's an open system and it's consistently trying to find more, right? So for ease of use and for somebody just looking to power up or prop their tiers, Money Robot, easy, fast, cheap. But again, I could go buy a campaign on Fiverr for 10 bucks and have somebody do that for me. With that being said, so you don't even need to make the investment. With that being said, GSA is a much lower investment and it's endless possibilities. It can always run. So it's up to you as a webmaster to make that distinction and make that decision on which one's best for you and what you're doing for your campaigns. Neither of these tools are going to be the single-handed leader of propelling you to the stardom of the first page, right? These tools are not for that. These tools will not make you find success. That is not what they're for. They're to help you help. In my opinion, they're both used to help your tiers. Which one you go with is completely up to you. I hope this helps. All right, moving on to the next question. All right. Our next, hey there, I am Chris Palmer. In today's SEO short, I'd love to answer for Umar Rashad related to a short video. Hey Chris, will only using JSON LD be helpful, or do I need to integrate JSON LD with other techniques? Excellent question. I wouldn't say that these are techniques. I would say that these are microdata or metadata, right? These are schema types that are there to help robots understand and mark up a page to help robots understand what the page is about. There's many different types. JSON LD is one of the types that Google recommends, but there's tons of microdata formats that you can utilize and that you can, you can execute on. RFD, there's DC, I forget what it's called off the top of my head. There's multiple types, tons of schema types. So with that being said, it's up to you. You're the webmaster. You can use JSON LD. You can use microdata formats. You can use RFD. There's all different, dude, there's so many different types. In my opinion, we like to use a magnitude, multiple types on a page in order to help mark up the page so robots can understand what the page is about easier, faster, and better. So I would utilize JSON LD in conjunction with other types of microdata in order to help mark up your pages. I hope this is helpful, but don't spend a lot of time on this. Don't overexert yourself, because if you take a look at top performing websites across a magnitude of niches and categories, look at the schema that they're using. You don't see pages and pages and pages and pages of JSON. You don't see pages of all this schema. It's not required. Mark up the items that is required. Take a look at the top performer, see what's being rewarded, mark up what they're marking up, maybe do slightly more. Don't spend a lot of time, resources, or money doing this, because this is not going to help propel you to the top spot. This is 1 penny in the piggy bank. 1 penny, right? $1 in the piggy bank is the writing the content. Another $1 in the piggy bank is optimizing the content. Another $1 in the piggy bank is building backlinks. A penny is added when you do Schema. I hope this helps you out, and I'll see you in the next video. I remember this. Hey there, I am Chris Palmer. In this SEO short, I'd love to answer for Alex, and he asks, Chris, what about if your business owner is, what if you have a business owner that's trying to improve visibility? I noticed going through this exercise that some of these valuable citations are paid. It would make sense for an agency to sign up for them because they have multiple clients. But what about the business owner trying to improve his local SEO? Is there any workaround to this, or pretty much we'd have to sign up with an agency as yourself in order to have this executed on? Alex, this is a phenomenal question. Anything an agency can do, you can do. And, not only can you do it, but you probably could do it cheaper if you did it yourself. Because when you're dealing with an agency such as myself, it's service plus time equals result, right? So what I would do is yes, if you're building citations, you need certain citations that are paid. When you're building directories, there's some that are paid. When you're building out paid citations, it has to be done. Some of the workarounds are going to be data aggregators. But at the end of the day, you either have to pay or you're going to have to spend your time. So there is no workaround to doing things right. Now, whether you're going to pay a premium and have someone do it for you, or you're going to take the time and pay less, that's up to you. But either way, it is in your best interest to get this type of work done. All right. If you want to propel your business to the next level, I need my citations. I need my paid citations. I need my directories. I need my paid directories. I need my data aggregation submissions, and I need paid data aggregation submissions. End of statement. Hopefully this helps you out, and I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, there's no shortcut to being a winner. There's no shortcut. If somebody knows it, it's not me. Right? Everything is generally a pain in the butt. And it usually takes way longer than you want it to. And it's way more difficult than you think it's going to be. It's going to take a long time. It's going to be a lot of work. So it's up to you. That's what are you willing to trade? Right? You want your business to win? What are you willing to exchange for the potential to be a winner? Time with your family, kids, money. What is it that you want? You have to make that decision. If I have to spend the time, or I have to spend the resource, monetary resource, on reaching success, then that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I always recommend to business owners. You can either pay the money to me or another agency, or you can do it yourself. It's up to you either way, but it does need to be done, Alex. All right, brother? So next question here is from Growth Squad 264. Hey there, I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's short, I need to answer for Growth Squad. You mentioned trying a blog post to a main category page. From what I know, blog structure is its own versus page structure. Do you mean create a page where you embed the blog post that ties to the page structure, or how would you do this? Or are you using WordPress blog post functionality and taking the content to a normal page that looks like a blog? So this question is what happens to business owners a lot, and it's a great question because of the confusion. It's much simpler than this, right? Whether you use page, post, category, the objective, period, end, is I have a top level page. That's the page I want to rank. / I have a supporting page. That's it. Okay, now whether you want to create a category and then create a page under that category and then build a supporting page to the page that's under the category, or you want to create a page that has a post underneath it, it doesn't matter how you're doing it, what CMS you're using, how you lay it out, how you think about it. You're just trying to build a structure, also known as depth of concept. That is it. Please do not overcomplicate it. We're not using embeds. We're not doing anything other than structuring our website. Top level is the page we want to make money. Oftentimes, this is the state page. Underneath that is our city page, and then we have supporting content. Done. All right? Hopefully this helps you out. I'll see you in the next short. Man, I get that so much. Overthinking it. We're talking about a website. It's not, right? Keep things simple for yourself and your own sanity, you know? Like this, especially when you're talking to like an agency guy, right? Or somebody that has been doing SEO for a lot. I love SEO. It's my favorite thing. It changed my entire life, right? Anything that we're doing is going to be scalable and produces a repeatable result, right? When we're talking about scalable, that means it could be done fast and repeated by other people in order to produce a result, right? That means that I can get anybody into a room, and if I can spend an hour with them, I could teach them the strategy in order so that I could produce success at scale, right? So I see all this fangled and all this crazy stuff and all these trainings, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I got these apps and I'm doing all this crazy stuff. I was like, and that's cool. That's awesome. And I like to do that stuff too. But to produce a result, it's very, very simple, right? It's a simple, repeatable process that can be executed at scale. Always. So please keep things simple, my friend. Okay. How do I integrate multiple locations on a GBP profile? How can I integrate multiple locations on a GBP profile? You don't necessarily, unless it's going to be on the website or inside the product section. So, that's a good question. That's a good question. Here, let's pull that out quick. Here, let's answer that. Hey there, I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In this SEO short, I'd love to answer for Anise IT, and they ask, how can I integrate multiple locations on a GMB or a GBP profile? Great question. So when we're talking about multiple locations inside of a GBP profile, it's not that we're necessarily integrating it. However, we can push customers and Google to note that we are within a particular proximity range, right? And how generally this is done, at least from my experience, is going to be in the website section of the GBP, right? Or you're going to put it inside of your product section in order to point to your website on location pages. All right. Now, these two aspects, along with sometimes some traffic through backlinks that are pointing at the Google business profile, and also generating clicks and traffic from those other locations, searching for a service and choosing my profile, that's the only way to integrate certain locations into the profile. I'm either generating clicks and traffic from outside the actual location that I'm in, I put it into the product sections, I put it on my main website or in my Google business profile website. That's it. It's not like a tie-in. It's not like a sync, kind of like you do on Bing. You sync your Google business. It doesn't work that way. So hopefully that helps you out, and I'll see you in the next short. Great question here. So, hey there, I am Chris Palmer. In today's SEO short, what I'd love to answer for Kissa Dev 6708, great name by the way. They ask, referring to my expired domain video, great video. What about blasting those backlinks with GSA instead of using Omega Indexer? That's a great question. Now, what this particular question is referring to is a expired domain step-by-step video that I created. Now, when we're buying an expired domain, we'll buy the domain, we'll download their backlink profile and run the backlink profile through an indexer, right? What this will do is it will help when I turn that domain back on, it will help a lot of those links get crawled and seen and add value to the website so we have less drop-off. So what they're referring to is, why would I run it through an indexer? An indexer is really a lie. It's actually a crawler is what they should call it. You're calling the bot to the backlinks. Really what they're saying is, hey, instead of using Omega and spending a penny or whatever the cost may be to, call the crawler, why not just build backlinks to it? You can. Really what we're going to do is going to do both, but we don't want to spend time or resource doing both until I know what links are going to be there when I turn the domain back on. All right, so do the indexer first, and then once your site is up and you have it up and running, then we start feeding in links in order to keep the backlinks indexed. The problem isn't initial indexation. The problem is keeping the links indexed. All right, so that's how we do it. Hopefully this helps you out, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye. All right, that's that. What do you recommend a beginner to study and do to start making money on websites? Happy New Year's, Darren. Great to see you, brother. Happy New Year's to you. Can you build directory listings to service area businesses that is no address visible on Google? Lumpy pancakes. Yes, you can. You can use a zip code. Some sites are not going to let you just put in zips or just put in a street name or just put in specific details without like all of it laid out, but there's a lot that do. Okay, so that's what I would focus on. No Exit says, is there a masterclass that goes incredibly in depth on how to write unique, insightful content? That's what I really need to know. I don't know of any training or course that will teach you how to be insightful and an expert in your particular niche or category in order to be able to have the skills to write about it. Okay? With that being said, with the advancement of AI, if you have the skills, putting it into words should be relatively easy. You know what you want to say. They can help you say it. That's my best advice. But do I know, or have I ever taken a course on how to write exceptionally well? Clearly not. My spelling's horrendous. But what I do know is how to rank pages. So that's up to you. I'm not necessarily an article writer per se. We write location pages. We write supporting content. But we're not writing long, drawn-out pieces of content. That's just not my skill. That's just not my skill set. So, and I feel okay with saying that. I'm good at optimizing content. I'm good at purchasing writers that might know about a particular industry. But yeah, no, I don't know any trainings that go through that. I'm sorry. But I do know, though, if you are a true expert in a particular vertical, you know what to say, you just might not know how to put it into writing to make it beautiful, right? I have that problem. I know everything, not everything, that's for sure, but I know a lot about SEO, and I have a lot of great wisdom, and I've always struggled with making it, and saying it is one thing, writing it is another, right? So how to get that to flow so it's readable, easily understandable, and you're not just using your own, like the way that I want to go ahead and talk, or the way that I understand it isn't how others will understand. This is where AI has helped me immensely when talking about specific subjects. immensely. But you're not just saying, hey, write me an article about this and taking it. No, you're writing it just like Grammarly. Grammarly is an AI. That's going to go in there and help you make it so it flows well. It's easily digestible, using the right punctuation and commas and all the stuff that I have no idea about. I just want to get my message to users to help them. And I'm sure that's where you're struggling. So I would link up with a good AI tool, and the knowledge first is where it's key. But this is one person's advice. Do whatever you wish, my friend. How many reviews do you have? I own an auto detailing business as well. How many reviews do you have? I don't own a auto detailing business. I've worked with 3 in the past. Right now we have a little bit of a case study going on with one, but it's not my niche or vertical. Okay, we've been on for an hour. I gotta run. All right, I love you guys so much. I didn't realize I was on here so long. Let's bang out a few more. All right, here we go. Hey there, I am Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. In today's SEO short, I'd love to answer for Isamal Hunded. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. They ask, which tool is best for beginners for keyword research? I cannot afford SEMrush as a beginner. I completely understand. You have a lot of options available to you. So Keywords Everywhere is $10 a year. This is pulling data from Google, right? Google's Keyword Explorer, and that leads me right to Google Keyword Explorer, right? Google Keyword Explorer is great for keyword research. Keywords Everywhere is a cheap alternative. It works right with Chrome, gives you lots of insights. On top of that, they have another extension that's, they're co-tools that work together. I think it's called SEO Minion. I'm not promoting them. I'm just saying it's a good tool. But Keyword Explorer is free as long as you have a Google account. Now, with that being said, there's also the ability of getting group buys. There's so many group buys out there to get access to these tools if you need them. There are group buys. Search for Ahrefs group buy or SEMrush group buy. It's up to you to decide which one. Hopefully this helps, and I'll see you in the next video. All right. We'll have to rejoin this. My little guy is going to be bouncing off the walls. Let me see if there's any other questions in here that I could bang out before I go. In the chat, if you have not already, please take the time to check out SEOmastermind.org. We have some new changes coming up, but I won't talk about that now. But SEOmastermind.org for training, courses, and masterminds. If you're interested in any types of services or consultation, white label services, anything, chrispalmer.org. And if you need the shovel for your tools, aka a proxy, check out proxypixie.com for all of your mobile proxy needs. This year, we will be executing on residential static, residential rotating. I'm working on getting that contract lit up. We're also going to have dedicated mobile. We have shared mobile. We have bulk pricing. On top of that, we're going to have IPv6, bulk IPv6 for dirt cheap. And on top of that, we're going to do IPv4 this year. So Proxy Pixie, I'm going to blow that up. I'm working. Things take time. I'm never in a rush, but hopefully this helps you out. So proxies, we're going to have every flavor available. Remember Proxy Pixie, right? See, in my dream, I was thinking about this. There was like a magical little Proxy Pixie floating around, and she just tapped me on my head and was like, oh, you have the ability to, view the web at exceptional rates without getting blocked. You know what I mean? Like, this was the vision that I had. I explained this to my dad, God rest his soul, before he died. And he thought I was, of course, out of my mind, which I am. But to me, it was like there's like a little Proxy Pixie floating. Like, you ever get blocked when you're using tools? Or did you ever get blocked when, like, say you're scraping accounts or you're creating Gmail accounts or whatever you're doing, sending emails, you're doing something that you need a proxy and you get blocked. Well, not anymore with Proxy Pixie. She just comes along and just taps you with her magic wand and poof, you're anonymous. This was my vision, and that's why I named it Proxy Pixie. Just saying. Anyway, my name is Chris Palmer with chrispalmer.org. That's the truth, by the way. That was my vision. I love you guys. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I had nothing but fun. I always do. Kazra, my guy, man. I saw you on the YouTube channel, dude. Awesome, bro. Dude, beautiful thumbnails. You're doing great. Kazra, I'd love, maybe we can have a chat. You know, I know you're in the trenches. You came and spoke at our Craig and I's event. I know you know your stuff. You're a good guy. I'd love to get with you, bro. Maybe we could do something together. Maybe we could do a stream, answer some questions, see what you're up to. I don't know. I could come see you. You could come see me. Maybe we could do a joint. I don't know, man. It's up to you, brother. But in any case, Kazra, great to see you. Orlando Chevs, thank you. Chris, thank you, brother. Great to see you, by the way, as well. Alex, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Kazra, Happy New Year. Right, Happy New Year. Lumpy Pancakes, Happy New Year. No Exit, Happy New Year. Jason, 78, Happy New Year. Villain Gang. Is that Villain Gang or Willem Lang? Willem Lang. I saw Villain Gang. Ah! What did he say? Hey, Chris, shall I post here? Let's bang this one. Shall I post blogs every day for the same TA topics or other topics? Service-focused website. Okay, I never think like this, right? I just don't think of it that way. But again, I have a main topic, right? Website.com/main topic. Okay. Now remember, your route is a main topic, right? So I will write blogs off of the route. Who, what, when, why, where, how questions need to be answered. Generally, about every topic, there's 5, 6, 7 questions that actually have volume, people are looking for, they're curious about, that need to be answered, right? So, with that being said, I build my top level page, I build my states, if there is states, I build my cities, if there is cities, and then I build my informational pieces supporting content, underneath that. Answering the questions are always the same. Who, what, when, why, where, and how. Now, this goes back to, well, what's an entity? People, places, things, right? I'm trying to be the resource. I'm trying to build depth of concept. I have the main topic. I've answered every question about the topic, and I'm interlinked only in that topic. I have a big depth of knowledge about this topic. That's the goal. So when I'm writing content, that's what it's about. It's about supporting a main idea. Now, whether I'm supporting the main idea with state pages, supporting the main idea with cities, great. And then I'm supporting that main idea with supporting content specific to a service plus location, then that's what we do. Or I'm supporting the main topic based upon just my brand plus a topic, or I'm creating supporting content based upon a versus page or best of or top lists. I do that too. But it's always, 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 always about the main topic that we are trying to sell. Not me in general. I'm saying business owners that I work with, never for. That's what I'm doing, right? I'm supporting the concept. I hope this answers your question. So like the content plan, like I get with business owners that have like big teams, right? Certain lawyers that I work with, they have all these hands in the pot. And I'll see their content plan and they'll lots of content. But I'm like, these topics do not directly support a specific service. Yes, it could support a secondary service or something that's semi-related, but it doesn't directly fit into one of our buckets or into one of our folders. Think of it that way, however you want. It's folders or buckets. At the very top is the main topic, main keyword. Everything underneath is to support that keyword. That's it. Now, how you do it is up to you. All right. So hopefully that helped you. You could have asked questions the whole time, my friend. Isaac, I've done everything I can, still have a hard time ranking for car detailing and ceramic coatings. So much competition down here that I can't keep up. I've done everything. Okay. I'm not sure what you've done. See, here's one thing that I run across business owners. There's one thing in SEO that an SEO can't do. Also, that particular phrase, I've done everything, is often not the case. Everything to your knowledge you've done. And I'm not denoting or downgrading what you've done or what you know. All I'm getting at is there's always still more to be done. But the one thing that you can never hurry up is time. You can't hurry up the clock, right? And it's taking Google long, as the web, as we know, as Google's index expands, it takes longer and longer. I just showcased something to let people see visually for themselves. Created an article on yahoo.com, right? It took a Yahoo article 4 months. Yahoo. What is that, a DR93? They get hundreds of thousands of visitors every month. Took 4 months to get indexed and work its way up to the 3rd page. Like literally within a day, it was on the 2nd page. But all I'm getting at is it took 4 months. And that's Yahoo. So how long do you think it's going to take you and your business to reach success? Way longer. So hopefully that helps. But if you really feel you've done everything, I'm sure it's worth. Is it worth $90 to you to have somebody review what you've done and have you walking away with an executable plan for success? If it is, go to chrispalmer.org. I'd love to spend the time with you. All right, let's go down the list here. Ollie, my guy Ollie. He invented the Ollie. By the way, the real deal, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Great to see you, Ollie. Jen, great to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. Jen, you're great. I used to see you on the videos. I'd be like, oh, hey, Jen, what's up? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Alex, great. Happy New Year to you as well. Is supporting your content on the same website or on a different website? Technically speaking, it's both. But supporting content is on your website. It's on your website. I quit chewing too. It was a New Year's resolution. Technically, I didn't quit the nicotine, but I quit chewing. Proud of me? Congratulations, Chris. Let's give me a round of applause. I had to. You want to know why? I linked up with a gentleman at my conference, and they do implants. And they said, hey, we can do them, but if we do the implants for your teeth, you need to quit doing that. So I was like, all right. For the new year, I'm going to quit. I promised myself. So I'm working through it. Anyway, Alex, is your supporting content on the same website? Oh, back to that. It's both, brother, right? That's the objective, right? Like I'm building supporting content to support the main idea or the main topics, right? And I'm internally linking each other to show the value to Google. I'm building all the links up and throughout internally. Supporting content is internal. And then I'm building external content that's about the same topic, and I'm building external links in, right? You're doing both, but start with your website first. All right, so hopefully that helps you out. What do you think about using mass page builders from a local SEO perspective? For the not normal, but for the regular, everyday local business owner, you having these tools is great. I use them. You might use them. But for the everyday business owner, it's not recommended to go out and do that, right? For the everyday business owner, create your main service pages, create your main supporting content, and take it from there. Like you don't want to get lost chasing shiny objects or chasing things that aren't there, believing, long form content about a specific tool set that you think is going to propel you to success when really you should have just did the work to begin with. For the everyday business owner, no, mass page tools should not be utilized. But for a select few, right? Lead gen, affiliate marketers, these types of businesses, yes. Why not? Of course, that's why they exist. But your everyday business owner, nah. It's unneeded. Richest domains, what do you think about using? Okay, so we answered all the questions here. It's been an absolute pleasure. I have a few more, but I wanted to get out some, those little videos will be made into shorts. I wanted to start showing the video that was associated with the short. I've had so many questions about that. But in any case, thank you so much for your time. Many blessings. Have a great new year. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.